Wall-to-wall installation of G-Floor garage floor mats. Remove everything possible from the garage and plan on leaving a 1/4 inch gap for any remaining obstacles such as built-in cabinets. For a professional look, remove the baseboard molding before installing and replace it after you have completed the installation. Basic floor preparation is simply sweeping out your garage. Heavily damaged areas may show through the mat and should be repaired. G-Floor comes in large rolls, depending on the size of your garage. Simply unwrap and unroll the product. Wall-to-wall installation requires some basic tools: a tape measure, carpenter square, T-square, straight edge, pen, and quality utility knife are the basic requirements. Cutting G-Floor is as simple as a straight edge and a utility knife. Depending on the cut we were making, we used the carpenter square, T-square, or the longer straight edge. Note the cardboard underneath. This makes cutting easier and helps keep your blade sharp. We recommend a carpet or laminate blade. You may have to make some fine adjustments in areas around the steps. Once the cutting is done, we roll the mat back into place, making sure to leave a 1/4 inch gap all the way around. There are 3 ways to seam G-Floor. The first is a butt joint. For a professional look, we suggest the G-Floor brand seam tape. First, simply fold back one of the mats at the seam. Use a lint-free cloth to remove any dust from the garage floor mats. Use the other mat as a straight edge to draw a line that will serve as the center point for the seam tape. Fold back your second mat. Again, make sure it's clean and free of dust and debris. Simply roll out the seam tape so it is centered on the line you marked in the last step. Lay your first mat into the seam tape and smooth it out. Then repeat with the second side, keeping the 2 mats as close as possible. G-Floor center strip provides a quick and easy option. Simply attach to the first garage floor mat. Roll out the second garage floor mat. Tuck the second piece into the center strip as shown here. It takes a couple of seconds to get the feel of working with it, but then it goes very quickly. The G-Floor center strip is more visible than the seam tape, but it is much easier to install. Please disregard previous references to using double-sided carpet tape at the seams and check with the manufacturer before using it in other locations. To cut around a post, first measure the distance from the edge of the mat to the far edge of the post and cut a straight line from the edge of the mat accordingly. Measure the width and depth of the post itself. Add 1/4 inch to each side of the post. Draw it on the mat and make the appropriate cuts. Remember, measure twice and cut once. Now roll the mat into place, using the slit to wrap it around the post into the hole that you cut. Double check to make sure there is a 1/4 inch gap between the post and the mat on all sides. You can cover this later with base molding. Once finished, you will have a beautifully finished garage floor. Many garages can be installed in less than a couple of hours, and with the proper care and maintenance, G-Floor garage floor mats will last for years. The floor appears to be virtually seamless. It is beautiful and functional. Creepers and jacks roll easily over the G-Floor small coin product, which is quickly becoming our customer favorite. The garage floor is a great place to start, but there are other things needed. Here you see our Handywall product, which will be featured in an upcoming video.